Yeah, in the last class, we discussed about dynamic method dispatch, which is a working in condition at the runtime polymorphism. So to use that, we are going to create a reference by using a superclass. By using that reference, we are going to assign the objects of a B, which we call it as a subclass of A, and the object of C, which we call it as a subclass of A. So these two are related to each other with the easy relationship, and A, B are related to each other with the easy relationship. What is easy relationship? Easy relationship is a inheritance property. So by using that, here we are going to create a reference for the A object, and that by using this, we are going to access the same object A, and then we are going to access a B, and then we are going to access as well as a C. So this is about all about a dynamic method dispatch. So, and in the last class, the main concept we discussed. Can you make sure that your mic is turned off? I will do it my own. Okay, it's okay. Yep. So what is an abstraction? So for each and every user or a end user, we are going to share the functionality only. We don't want to share the implementation, and some people, they don't need the implementation. So what we call that, we'll call it as an abstraction. Just simply we are saying abstraction is a process of hiding the implementation details and showing only the functionality. And we already discussed about the example for that. If you want to send a message, there should be a text box. Inside a text box, we are going to type the information. That's it. And by clicking on the button, we are going to share that information to the user itself. So this is how we are showing only the functionality. Here we are hiding the implementation part for the security purpose. The main feature we just acquired by this abstraction. So abstraction gives you the security to the implementation part. What is the abstractions use? It gives the security to the implementation part. It doesn't show the implementation part to the user. It shows only the functionality to the user, the main usage of that. And there is all these these five things which we have to remember. These are all the rules we have to follow. What is the rules? The abstract class consisting of abstract methods as well as a non-abstract methods. So if it is like an abstract methods, inside that, which is going to extend the properties, we have to implement that. We must implement the abstract method which is available inside an abstract class. This is what we discussed about in the last session. And it can have abstract and non-abstract methods. So here it starts with the keyword. We already discussed that, like this: abstract, the class, and the class name. Abstract is a keyword. Abstract is a keyword. So the abstract class consisting of main methods, not a main method, methods and a non-abstract methods. Okay, so here it cannot be instantiated. So which we already discussed that inside a main class, if we are supposed to create an object, if we are supposed to declare an object inside a main method, it is not possible because there should be an implementation. So implementation part should not be inside a main method. You should remember that. So that's why it is not possible to instantiate it. So, and there can have a final methods. Again, we are going to discuss that. What is a final? Final can be declared as a constant, and final is used for the methods. What is the use of a final method? It cannot be overridden by the subclasses. And one more thing, if the final is declared before the class, it cannot be inherited. The main things you have to remember. And it can have a constructors and a static methods. Constructors in the sense the same what we are creating for the class, which we call it as a constructor. Those things also we are using over here. And static methods. What are the static methods? The static methods can be called inside a class. Within the class, we are going to use that. What is the use of a static? there is no need to create an object for the class. Directly we can access from the static method itself. What is a static method? We are every time we are declaring the main method itself is a static. Okay. Abstract methods. So the abstract class consisting of abstract methods. How we are going to declare that? Like this. So there should be a keyword called abstract and the return type void or some other return types are there. So many things like primitive data types, and there should be a method name. This is a method name. This is the method declaration of abstract method. So if we mention like this, if any class is going to extends the shape properties, again I'm telling you, if any class is going to get the properties of a shape, this class, it is essential to implement this method. It is essential to implement this method. So what is a abstract method? The method which is declared as an abstract and does not have an implementation. Does it have an implementation over here? No, right? So if anything, any subclass is going to extend the properties of a shape, there we are going to implement the draw method. And the functionality will be used inside a main method, which will be used by the users itself. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me show you one more example to understand in detail about abstracts. Share. Yeah. Here in the last class, we just discussed this example. Let me close this one. Close other tabs. Yeah. So this one. So here I created an abstract class with the name of the class is capital A and a small b. So inside that, this is a declaration of an abstract class. Inside that, I'm having one abstract method and another one non-abstract method. So what is the use of abstract method? One second. Yeah, okay. So here the abstract class consisting of an abstract method and one more is a non-abstract method. So what we discussed? Abstract method will be implemented, but it cannot be instantiated. So how you are going to instantiate a method? Sorry, how you are going to instantiate a class? We already know that there should be a new keyword. By using that, we are going to create A, B. So as the rules discussed by the abstract class, we cannot create any instantiation. So if we declare C over here, there should be a braces. It is asking for the implementation. In this sense, there is an implementation over there. Why it is asking any implementation? Because abstract class consisting of an abstract method, so that you must implement that. So that's why you cannot instantiate. So the main, you cannot instantiate. What is the instantiation? So if you click on this, directly it will ask for the implementation over here, which is not possible over here, which we can't do it over here. Okay. So this is the functionality we are going to share to the user. So here it cannot be instantiated. Let me remove this. There should be a new. And how you are going to access the details, how you are going to access the implementation part. So here I created a subclass that extends the properties of the main class. Sorry, yeah, main class in the sense, yeah. So this is the main class, right? So here I'm going to extend the properties of a main class. When I created this, directly it will ask for the implementation part. Class BA must either be declared abstract or implement abstract methods test in AB class. So if I mention like an abstract over here, the error will be gone. Don't you think about this? Just forward this. So it is asking for the whether it should be an abstract method, abstract class, or else you have to implement the abstract method inside what we declared inside an abstract class. So these are all the two properties. Okay, let me delete this. And by clicking Alt Enter, then you can implement the properties. Okay, so this is how we approach the abstract methods and the classes, and the functionality, how you are going to implement. The main usage of the abstract class or a methods is it does not show any implementation to the user. It shows only the functionality. The main usage of an abstract class is it does not show any implementation part to the user. It shows only the functionality to the user. This is how we are going to change the implementation part inside a abstract class, and how we are going to share the functionality only to the user, to hide the implementation part to the user. Okay, let me go for the slide. Yep, it has been done. Now we are going to discuss about the interfaces, which is a very, very important topic inside a Java. So without abstract, without interfaces, the Java cannot survive. Without interfaces, without abstraction, the Java cannot survive, because these are all the main topics. It consisting of, so when each and every class that should extend or that should implement. Again, I'm telling you, abstraction in the sense inheritance concept will be linked to the abstraction, and the same, this abstraction links to the interface. This is how we are going to check it out. Okay, and now we are going to discuss the main topic called interface, which gives us the detailed information about the inheritance concept, because there are two things that Java doesn't support. There are two things that we have to remember that Java doesn't support. What are all the things? They are multiple inheritance and hybrid inheritance. So those two are not possible. So to overcome that, they introduced a topic called an interfaces concept. Again, I'm telling you, to overcome a multiple inheritance and a hybrid inheritance, we are not going to use that inside a Java. That's why to overcome that, they introduced a topic called an interface concept. What is an interface? Here, one second. An interface in Java is a blueprint of the class. Blueprint of the class in the sense that it is having the whole class within it. Again, I'm telling you, it consisting of the whole class. The class consists, what the class consisting of, each and everything should be like a blueprint. So if you are going to construct a building, you should give the blueprint of the construction site. Then only an engineer gets that blueprint, and then he is going to construct the building. This is how the construction will go on. The same thing, construction of a code. The construction of a code is based on this blueprint only. It has a static constants and abstract methods. Yeah, there is a relation in between the interface and an abstract methods that gives 100% achievement. That gives 100% achievement to overcome inheritance concept. Okay, so what it consisting of? interface consisting of static constants and abstract methods. What is a static constants? Here, the constants in the sense, if we declare anything as a final, we consider it as a constant. So all those things are available inside that class. And again, I'm telling you, there should be an abstract methods. What is abstract methods? The abstract methods cannot be implemented. They can be implemented when they got extended. So they can be implemented when they got extended. So these two things are available inside an interface. Again, the interface in Java is a mechanism to achieve abstraction. What I said previously, there is a relation in between interface and an abstraction. The mechanism of abstraction is completely achieved, is 100% achieved by using an interface concept. Okay, there can be only abstract methods in the Java interface. So here only methods, in the sense only abstract methods can be available inside a Java interface, not a method body. Again, I'm telling you, method body instance within the braces, we are going to tell, 1 second. Yeah, okay. So it can have only abstract methods in Java interface, not the method body. We should not implement the method body inside an interface. I will show you the example. You will get a clear idea about that. And it is used to achieve abstraction and multiple inheritance in Java. So we discussed all this. So multiple inheritance is not possible. If we achieve multiple inheritance, then hybrid is possible. Hybrid inheritance is automatically possible because hybrid inheritance is a combination of hierarchical and multiple inheritance. So hierarchical is already possible inside a Java. If we got a multiple inheritance, then we can directly achieve a hybrid inheritance inside an interface concept. So sorry, inside in Java programming. So the main usage of an interface is to achieve a multiple inheritance in Java. Okay. And mainly you have to remember abstract methods in Java interface. There can only be abstract methods inside a Java interface, not the method body. Okay, these are all the same things. We have to remember that it is used to achieve abstraction, what we discussed over here. By interface, we can support the functionality of a multiple inheritance. These are all the main rules. Sorry, these are all the main things all about the interface concept. It can be used to achieve loose coupling. So if there loose coupling in the sense, there are two things available inside a Java. One is a loose coupling and one more is a tight coupling. Excuse me, sorry for the interruption. Yeah, okay. We'll go for the, sorry, I am going to discuss about this, right? So it can be used to achieve loose coupling. Loose coupling in the sense, if someone is going to link with other, what we call class. So here, if we are having one class. So I'm going to link with another class. If we are going to link that by using an extends keyword, we are going to achieve, I mean, now we are going to get the properties of a parent class. Let me, is it recording? Yeah. So we are going to achieve the, I mean, get the properties of a parent class. So extends method, it gives a loose coupling. It can't be coupled tightly. So by using an interface concept, we are using for the, I mean, it is like, I will show you the example so that you will get a good idea about that. So there are a keyword called implements. So for the interface, for the inheritance concept, we are having a keyword called extends. But inside an interface, we are having a keyword implements. Keyword implements. So let me show you my screen. Wait a second, I will share you that. Okay. So here we are using an extends keyword. So in the sense of interface, we are using implements. So this is not correct because I need to change all these things. So there is a keyword called implements inside interface concept. You have to remember this. If it is like an abstraction, you are going to use this one. What is that? Extends. And in the sense of an inheritance, we are using the keyword extends. In the sense of an interfaces, we are going to use a keyword called implements. Okay. Okay, let me give you one more example for this, which gives you a good idea about the interfaces concept. Let me create one more Java class. So here, I don't want to take that directly. I will do this one directly. You can choose over here. See this one. You can directly choose an interface over here, or else the class. I'm going to use later, but if I take that one directly, it will go for the interface. Let me declare the name of the class. I will take it as a interface concept. Okay. So we are going to declare a main method inside this class. Let me declare that one. Public static void main. Okay. Aux. So here I'm going to take one class called, we will take it as a, yeah, take. Uh, yeah, there was an issue with my touchpad. That was a issue. I am unable to move my cursor and all. That doesn't matter. So the name of the class will be yeah, we'll go for the test. Sorry, I should not declare a method, right? Yeah, duplicate. Uh, I will take it as a test one. So okay, yeah. So here, this is the class declaration, and I'm going to declare the class as an interface. I'm going how to declare that interface. So here I'm going to put over here, that doesn't matter. So if you want to make a class as an interface, you have to use a keyword called interface. Sorry, I forgot that one. We should not mention a class over here. Interfaces are forgot to I forgot to tell you about the syntax. That's why I just mentioned a class over there. That doesn't matter. Abstraction is somewhat different with an interface, but it is linked with the interface concept. Okay, I will get an idea about this. This is a declaration of an abstract method. Sorry, abstraction. So here, either class or an interface. Again, I am telling you, here it should be like either class or an interface. So we are going to replace the class keyword with an interface. Okay, one more thing I'm telling you, this is the place of a class or an interface. So directly we are telling that there is an interface is available. If we mention a class over here, we have to use either abstract or just remove this one and get it be inherited. Oh, sorry, I will take one more class. Okay, so here it should be like if I'm going to take this one as a base class, I'm going to use an extends keyword to get the properties of this class. So here it should be either class or an interface. So there are two different things. It should be either a class or an interface. If I want to use this interface concept, I have to give a keyword called implements and then the name of the interface, which is a test one. See this one, same thing. If you mention anything over here as a class, you are going to use extends over here. The keyword called extends, which we call it as an inheritance concept. But in the sense of an interfaces, if we mention interface instead of a class, we have to take implements keyword. Then only it comes to know that there is an interface over here. Okay, this is how we declare, and this is how we get it be called the interface concept into another class. Okay, this is the syntax for that. Okay, there should be a keyword called interface and then the name of the interface. And how you are going to implement that? By using a keyword called implements. Okay, this is how we are going to declare an interface. Okay, let me share you my slide. Okay, I didn't prepare for that. Okay, it's okay. Slide is not available. I will give you the example directly. Okay. I'm going to take a method inside an interface. Okay, right now. Like this. White. I will take it as a cool. So here, why it is showing error right now? Just you want to tell you one thing. So interface abstract method cannot have a body. So already instructions, what we discussed about the rules. Here, let me show you that. There can be only abstract method in the Java interface. No method body. So what are all the methods available inside an interface? All belongs to the abstract methods only. Again, I'm telling you, that's why I said you, this is a main concept of interface, which is to achieve multiple inheritance. And this is the main concept of interface, which is abstract methods in the Java interface. There can be only a Java abstract methods available inside an interface concept. Okay, not the method body. So that's why it is showing like, see this one. Again, I'm going to tell you that every time I need to change my screens and all. Okay, it's okay. So here, see this thing. So implementation is not possible. So why in implementation is possible? They made that rule. We have to follow that. So that's why we ends with a semicolon. So implementation part is not allowed inside an interface. You can't even write a single statement inside an implementation. Okay. Only the methods is like this only. Again, I'm going to tell. Hot. So only these are available. Only these are considered as an abstract methods. So what we did inside an abstract class, what we did that abstract class, but the abstract class consists of what it consisting of? It consisting of either abstract methods or non-abstract methods like this. But in the sense of interface, one second. Yeah, in the sense of an interface, everything is abstract methods only. Okay, we'll try to use one more thing. Okay, temperature. See this one again. So one thing we noticed over here, interface only having abstract methods. What is an abstract method? There is no implementation. So each and everything, if you want to declare inside an interface, we consider all those methods as an abstract methods only. Okay, if you want to do that, just remove this one and end with a semicolon. So each and everything will be overridden. So let me show you that. See this one, that is showing error because it consisting of the same thing. The abstract class consisting of what are all the implementations you should implement over here. You must implement it. If you mention like this, let me implement. Alt enter is a key, shortcut for that, and click on enter. See this one, it is asking to implement what are all the methods available inside this interface class. So here we are considering cool, hot, and temperature. So all these three things should be implemented if you going to implement this class, this interface. Okay, let me click on OK. See this one. So here inside an abstract class, if we have inside an abstract class, if we have any abstract method, we must implement that. The similar way, if we have an interface methods inside interface, we have to implement each and everything. We must implement it, or else it throws an error. Like you must implement it, or else the error won't be disappeared. Okay. And here I'm going to take system dot the similar way. Now this is a similar thing what we did for the abstract method and the class. This is cool, and I'm going to copy this to save some time. Paste hot, choose temperature. Okay, just for our information point of view, I'm just doing this. Okay. Okay, cool. And now I'm going to declare an object for A6. So sorry, and I'm going to create an object for test2. Okay, test2 is equal to test2 is equals to new test2 of okay. So the object has been created for this class. We can't create for this. This is not a class. So there should be like this. We can't create an object for the interface. We can create only for the classes only. So if you want to access that, just simply like test2 dot cool, test2 dot temperature, and then test2 dot hot. So everything has been accessed. So this is how, let me run this program and then we again discuss this one. Yeah, see this one. We got the output just according to the statements what we mentioned by using the object of the class. Let me explain it again. So what is the main difference in between abstraction and interfaces? The abstract class consisting of abstract methods as well as non-abstract methods, but the interface consisting of only abstract methods. What the interface consisting of? Only abstract methods. There is no need to mention abstract over here. It directly takes it. See this one, it has not, it is not highlighted. Why it is not highlighted? Because everything inside an interface, we consider them as an abstract methods. So there is no need to mention this. See this one, this is not highlighted. Let me take one more. So parallelly, I will take one more abstract one so that it is easy for us to understand. Test to duplicate. Oh my God. I'll take it as a testy. Okay. Void. Void. Yeah, I'll take it as a cool. Yeah. Okay. And here I'm going to take abstract void t. See this one. Here the difference between, see the difference in between abstract class as well as interface. Here we are having a keyword. Here we are having a keyword abstract, which is not highlighted because everything inside an interface, we consider that as abstract methods. That's why it is not highlighted. Whether you mention it or not, that doesn't matter for the compiler. Doesn't throw any error, but it is not highlighted. Here, see this one. This abstract method has been highlighted. This abstract method has been highlighted. Okay, this is the main difference in between the interface and the abstraction. And tomorrow we are going to discuss the same concept, which is a very important. So many concepts are there. So each and every, outsource applications, outsource in the sense, each and every organizations are, they are using almost all based on the interfaces only. They use the keyword implements every time. All these things are, all these interfaces are not visible. They are already predefined. We are going to use everything over here and then we'll implement in our own manner. So that doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Thank you. You may leave the session now. Thank you.